Boxing King Media, powered by BYD, Shane McGuigan. Big fight week. Are you feeling like, not pressure-wise, but like as in the atmosphere, the opponent, this is the biggest stage and the hardest fight for Adam Azim so far?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, it's a harder fight than we were scheduled against Harlem Eubank as well. So it's...
Hang on a minute. I'm sure I asked you this last time. You said this was he's not harder than Harlem Eubank. I'm sure you said that.
No, I would have said he is harder than Harlem Eubank, because even though he's got 3 losses on his record, he's got beaten by guys that are world level in Josh Taylor, Cattrall and Barroso. So, you know, it's yeah. I mean, he's obviously taken 2 stoppage losses against Taylor and Barroso, but at the same time, like, he's dangerous. He's a very good puncher. Like, skill-wise, Harlem's a more skillful operator. He'll give Adam more things. I wouldn't not like. I think he'll be just sharper on the counter. Whereas you're getting that density and that power with OHARA Davies. You're getting that sort of physicality with him. So they're equally as challenging. But I just believe, being at that level, who's to say that Harlem's ever going to get to that level? Do you know what I mean? At least OHARA has got there. So yeah,
good stuff. And with regards to OHARA's antics this week, and I'm describing them as antics because nobody knows if he's telling the truth or if he's playing mind games. What do you think he's doing?
In what sense?
Just the stuff about, you know, retiring, kind of playing down the fight, saying we're mates, and he's also been praising Adam for being really good, and saying he's not interested in boxing, he's just interested in making money. He's fell out of love with boxing, all that kind of stuff.
It's quite a convenient story for, you know, for him. That might be. I don't know. I don't know the guy. It's hard for me to comment. But, you know, I'm sure he hasn't. He wouldn't be taking a fight if he didn't believe he was going to win it. Yeah, I know for a fact that he'll always go out on his shield, because he believes he can knock anybody on the planet out. You know, he's got that power. So he will throw till you know, till he gets chinned himself. So. I wouldn't be reading into that too much, but the mate situation, I think he's trying to do that because there is respect there, and I think they go back a long way, and I don't think they necessarily need to sort of smack talk about each other.
And I said this to you when the fight got announced, there's no way anybody can say OHARA's over the hill or he's done, because he's not shown any signs of that. So how important is it for you guys to kind of project that out there? Because people are, let's just say, if Adam wins easy or OHARA wins easy, there's going to be like, you know, if OHARA wins, they'll be like Azim was overrated. If Azim wins easily, OHARA was done.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, it's exciting. It's entertainment. It's exciting fights. It's about raising eyebrows and raising questions. And you asking me those questions right now is exactly what this fight's all about.
It is. Just want to quickly get your opinion on the Riyadh season card. BETERBIEV BIVOL, how did you score it? And then, you know, the whole term of robbery being shouted at, is that justified?
Personally, I had it 7-5 to BETERBIEV on the night. I've watched it again. Actually watched it yesterday, and I scored it 6-6. I thought, yeah, but, well, I don't know. It was hard to score. It was like I like to favour BETERBIEV because I felt like he was pressing the action. Yes, he was hitting gloves a lot, but he was consistent throughout the rounds. He finished the championship round strong, and sometimes that's all that really matters. It's just, you know, after 6 rounds, Bivol had some great success early. He switched off a little bit, but BETERBIEV got into the fight. But then, like most fights in the first 5-6 rounds are sort of warm-ups for the second half. And if you think about it, like, who took more control in the second half of the fight, and that's BETERBIEV. So can't really, no one would have argued with a draw. And I think, yeah, of course they're going to argue with a 8-4 on the judges' scorecard. But I had it, you know, 7-5, and that's the way I saw it. But I understand where people were favouring Bivol because of the more eye-catching shots. But you've also got to understand, like, who's pressing the action throughout the fight, who's forcing the fight. I know he had to force the fight to get success, but yeah, he was consistent throughout it, and I feel like he hurt Bivol more than Bivol hurt him.
Okay, and then with regards to them as people, you know, what did you make of Bivol and BETERBIEV as people in the build-up to the fight, and how they both, one took the victory humbly and the other one took the loss quite humbly as well?
It's exactly what, you know, it's exactly what this sport was always about back in the day. Unfortunately, it's not, you know, it's kind of gone away from that. But it's lovely to see that people are still respectful of one another, and also, you know, they want to test themselves against the best skillful fighters on the planet. That's just as good of a testament that they both wanted to box each other and wanted to test their skills against each other, rather than just how humble they were in defeat or victory. So it's just across the board. It was just they're great ambassadors for the game.
Last question on Tyson Fury. I understand he's keeping the same training team. Do you think that's the right move? And also, what do you think, in short, what he needs to do different compared to the first fight?
I think it's the right move to keep the same training team. I think they have stuff to analyze now. You know, it's easier to have return fights. Do you know what I mean? A rematch, because you can assess things where you went right, when you went wrong, and you kind of know what your opponent's going to be doing. It gives you that reassurance what you're in against. So yeah, I think it's the right thing to do. But maybe just sort of filter out. Obviously, John Fury was in the corner. Maybe filter him out of the corner. That's no disrespect necessarily towards him. It's just, if it's conflicting opinions towards Sugar Hill and Andy Lee, then, you know, those two guys have to be on the same page, which I think, you know, they go back a long way, and they most likely are on the same page. You know, being a parent myself, you know, you're always going to be super compassionate towards your kid and not want to see them get hurt and try and win it as easy as possible. But sometimes you've got to get yourself in the firing line and win it other ways. Do you know what I mean? And potentially go for more power, because he was hurting Usyk throughout the fight, and he switched off and was just sort of pulling out, and that's when he got nailed. So yeah, just got to be all on the same page.
This is the last question I've got for you. Obviously, we spoke about, you know, when the AJ fight happened, and we spoke about that viral video with yourself on TalkSport. I saw a video the other day where Fabio Wardley's combination, where the shot where he took Fraser's jab out the way and threw the overhand right. I don't know if you've seen that video or not, where I think Ben Davison's kind of giving the instructions and the tactics, because I thought we highlighted something that didn't go right. We've got to highlight something that went right as well. What did you kind of make of that particular move? I don't know if you've seen the video or not.
The video was of the first fight.
Oh, was it? I didn't know that. Seriously?
It was.
Oh, right, okay.
Fabio had a big bloody nose on his video, so.
I genuinely didn't know that. Okay.
Listen, at the end of the day, you get it right. Sometimes you get it wrong. It is just
that's the point I want to put across.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. At the end of the day, you can get it right and get it wrong. It's about getting it right, though, with the most amount of eyeballs on. And obviously, Fabio and Fraser was at a British title level. Sometimes you're going to get more scrutiny when you get it right or wrong at the world level. So it's just the way it is.
Shane, as always, appreciate your time. All the best Saturday night.